ladies, this is Brianna, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to achieve these juicy crochet Havana twists. And for this style, we will not be using cornrows. To start, these are the supplies that you are going to need to achieve this look. You will need a small tooth comb as well as hair cutting scissors, a crochet hook to loop your hair through your roots. You want to make sure you have a wide tooth comb to clear any tangles. And you will also need your favorite edge control, as well as a couple of curling rods to curl the ends of your hair. So now this is the remaining hair I'm going to be working on because I have about 2 sections left to twist. And what you want to do is make sure you have about 7 to 8 individual pieces of Marley braiding hair per twist for this look. And make sure you clean up any unnecessarily long ends from your section before twisting. Now we need something to twist on, and this DVD spindle will do the trick. So first, you want to make sure that you pre-twist your section of hair because this is going to limit the amount of volume at your roots. This style is already a very textured and full of volume type of style, so that's why you always want to pre-twist so that the very base of your twist is as flat as possible. So if you don't know how to Havana twist, I highly suggest that you visit howtoblackhair.com to purchase the Havana twisting DVD, because in that DVD I take you step by step. Right now I just want to show you an overview of how you want to twist your sections, but in that DVD I'm not only going to be teaching you about the different types of hair to use, as well as different ways you can style and care for your hair. So just continue twisting, making sure that you always twisting to the right and overlapping the right section over the left, so that way your twist stays intact throughout the entire process. Now as you're nearing the ends, there may be times where one end is shorter than the other, and if you ever run into that scenario, all you have to do is borrow hair from one side to put onto the other side. So now our twist is all finished, and this is exactly how it should look. So now I'm going to take it off this spindle just to show you how the top looks now that we've pre-twisted it, because this is going to help a lot with the final look of your style. So to begin, here are my last 2 sections, but I'm going to show you on one. So what you want to do is fully detangle your hair. This is very, very important because this is going to help your style not only look consistent, but it's also going to make it very easy to care for your hair afterwards. So right now I'm dividing my section into 3 because I'm getting ready to do an individual braid. And I highly suggest that you do individual braids in order to actually crochet your hair onto your sections, because it's going to hold a lot better than actually doing twists. So as you see here, I'm just overlapping one leg over the other. And an easy way to know how to individually braid is to kind of think of that middle leg. Is that new middle leg always has to go to one side, and then that new middle leg has to go to another side. So if you need to, of course, watch this part once again so you can get down this technique. Now that our section is braided, this is how you want to look so far. And now it's time to eliminate the frizz, because we don't want extra frizz. We want the style to look kinky but not frizzy. So what you want to do is make sure you use a little bit of your favorite edge control, and you want to put this all over your braid. This is such a cool little trick because once you do it, you will know that you got to do it every single time you do a crochet style, because this is going to prevent your style from actually looking frizzy. So now it's time to crochet, and I'm using a typical latch hook to actually crochet the style into my hair, or you can say latch hook it into my hair. But for the sake of this style, this is called a latch hook crocheted hairstyle. So what I'm doing is I'm grabbing the tail end of my Havana twist, I'm closing the latch, and then I'm pulling it through my roots. It's very important that you close the latch before you pull it through, so you're not pulling any other additional hairs with you. So now just continue to pull it through your part until you get all the way up to the very top of your section. Now open up the very top of your twist with your 2 fingers, grab the tail end of the twist and pull it through. This is the most simplest part of the technique. All you're doing is connecting your Havana twist to your braided section. So now you're just going to continue to pull it until it is very snug but not too tight. And then at this point you're going to open it up closest to the top, and then you're going to grab your braid and simply pull it through. It is literally that easy. So now you're just going to wrap it around the twist, open up the twist again, and pull your braid through. So I think you get it by now. You're just going to keep doing this over and over again until you reach all the way to the very ends of your braid. So now that I've crocheted one section in, look at how seamless this looks. No one would ever know that you have these Havana Twists crocheted in your hair, and that's what I really love about this style. And another plus is that it's extremely versatile, which means that you can move your hair in any direction since this crochet technique is with individuals instead of cornrow braids. Another plus about this style is that this is perfect for natural hair as well as transitioning hair. Now, I happen to have relaxed hair, but this style will definitely work if you have enough new growth to blend with the look of this style. Now, using your rods, you're gonna go ahead and curl the ends so that they turn out a little something like this. Now at this point, we're gonna make sure that to tie in this look, we style these edges up a bit. So what I want you to do is to make sure you use your favorite edge control or holding product to sculpt them baby hairs exactly how you want them to lay and slay. Because when them edges are laid, honey, it ties in the entire look, making it look oh so pretty. Now as an option, what you could use is a toothbrush for your edges, or you could use a regular hairbrush to tie your look in all together, or better yet, you can just leave your edges untamed so that it works super well for this style, since this style has a lot of texture involved. So it's up to you. You could even go for the sculpted look that you see here, or you can decide to go for that kinky and untamed look. Now at this point, as a plus, I'm gonna show you how to take down your individual crochet Havana twist, because so many of you have always asked me, okay, this is a pretty cool technique and all, but how do you actually remove it from your hair? So what I'm showing you right now is that you wanna first separate your braid from your twist. And with any hairstyle, you wanna always make sure you're working backwards. So what I mean by that is just envision for a minute actually installing your style and then try to think in reverse on how you take it down, because that's exactly how you do this process. So after unlooping the braid, you're then going to unloop the twist from the roots of your hair. This is such an easy and self-explanatory way to actually remove your hair extensions. Look at how simple that was. As you can see, ladies, this technique is so dope. No more holding your arms up for hours to put this style in, because we can slay by doing the crochet.